Alright viewers, I'm at the DCS World tutorial in the Tomcat's RIO seat. Today we'll be covering how to use the targeting pod and laser guided bombs in the Tomcat. So first things first, confirm you have the pods, which you get this hand stick for. You can't use the lantern in the new early Tomcats, because obviously you didn't have it. So, in either a later A or a B, confirm you have the stick. Then confirm your laser is armed with this switch forward. Once the pod is finished warming up, it'll say standby. You click this button, it goes to operate after about a minute. So you need to ensure before you're on target the pod is in operate mode. Finally, this button here that says TCS, you can click that, switch it to flare mode, and that will display video feed from the lantern on your right wing. So, to display the video feed, you set the TID mode to TV, and here we have the video feed, so I'll go over some keybinds just now. So, go on to RIO. So first thing you'll want is this. You want lantern toggle FOV, slider laser focus, AGC MGC, the S4 hat, there's another hat you want which toggles between the area track, point track, Q waypoint plus or minus. Let me try and think of anything else I need to go over. There's a toggle for white heart and black heart you can bind. I think that is mostly everything. Also, you want to bind a button to toggle air to ground or air to air mode. Let's go and do. Okay, so now it is Q waypoint 1, so that means it is slaved to waypoint 1 currently, and it will stay there until I slew the pod. Then I can zoom the pod in with these controls that I told you earlier. So zoom to as far as it will go, we see 4 target circles and some armored vehicles too. You can adjust the contrast and brightness using these dials here, so that is very recommended. Just want to get a good video feed, we can kind of roughly see what we're looking at here, so this is good enough. To fire the laser, you want full action, half action on the lantern trigger. Let's go and bind that. There you go, trigger half action, full action. So to designate a point, it is half action, full action fires the laser, so I'll just try it now. There you go, lasers firing. You also want to put it into area track, so that's point track, area track, there we go. Okay, I don't think it likes me in active pause mode. I'm going to put it out of active pause just to kind of stabilize it for a second. It does not like that at all. So I put it back onto Q waypoint 1.
Copy. You got it.
Yes, the man, what are you doing?
Copy.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I think it's doing as he's told now. Okay, good. So now it's not an active pause. It should ground stabilize better. I'm not sure why it doesn't like active pause. It just doesn't. Okay, so now, okay, so area track, we got that. So point track, you just want to point track targets to make it track better. So we'll zoom in fully. Of course, with this being quite an old pod, it does struggle at times to get a track, and it's also a very old video system. Okay, so with the press of half action, you see we got new symbology. We have this tape on the top and this tape along the side. And we also have TTG counting down. So let me just put it in a second. So what this means is this is the azimuth the pilot has to fly to have the bomb lined up. Now obviously with a laser-guided bomb it's not too important, but if you want to like minimize laser use and just get in the last second, you do kind of want to not be lasing all the way down. So it is important the bomb is heading roughly in the right direction. Then this, when it gets to about 30 seconds or a minute, you'll have a drop cue drop down here. When it intersects down here, that is when the pilot should drop. The RIO should call drop at that point and count the pilot down and give them steering cues. So, in order to set up the bombs, I haven't covered that yet, so let's go to the kneeboard. Today. So see here on pylons 3 and 5 we have GBU-24s. On stations 4 and 6 we have GBU-16s. We'll drop the 24s first. Let's select the weapon type here until it says GBU-24. So bomb selected. You want to be dropping these in manual mode. The reason for that is because the Tomcat doesn't actually interface with the Lantern pod at all. So all the drop cues are coming from the pod itself, not from the Tomcat. You set your electrical fuse here, mechanical fuse here, so nose tail instantaneous. Go delay 1, delay 2. We'll go instant. Here you can set your drop interval in milliseconds, and also so milliseconds here. And so this is so this is seconds, this is milliseconds. So this would be a 4.5 second drop, I believe, or 4.005 second drop, or whatever, I don't know. Here's where you select your stations. You use these to jets and tanks, so if you want to jets and tanks, I'd select these, then select the jettison here. So to select the station, right click, these two stations are armed, these two are safe. These two are the wing glove pylons, and these are the 4 belly pylons. Again, we have 3 and 5 selected. So those 2 pylons will be armed when master arm comes on. Next thing is we have to set our laser code to the one we have set. To do this, you press the keybind. Let me find it. So it is the slider laser focus switch, I believe. Let me go check that. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, so it's slider MGC focus. That'll bring up the laser code set. So you do this by using the S4 hat. It is a multifunction hat, and it has a bunch of different functions depending on what you have selected. So you select the number by going up and down on the hat. Left and right changes the digit you're modifying. So 1656, and do a final press of the right hat to confirm the laser code. Right, so with that all done, we can fly into the target for the drop cue to be given. Okay, it's got a point shot. I'm going to update the drop location. Now then, because I obviously cannot drop these with, you know, with yes suggest I won't drop bombs, just going to overfly the target, and I'll just kind of pretend that I dropped. So here we got time to release is counting down, 25 seconds. So you see now about 20 seconds, the drop queue started falling down the line, and when it intersects there will be when we get the drop queue. Okay, 5 seconds. And at this point the bomb will have dropped, and I will be holding full action on the lantern trigger to be lasing. After you drop, the TTG becomes a TT impact, at which point the pod will begin to count down until the impact of the bomb.
I'm on it.
Okay, so I've just pretended to jump to Q24, so I want to select my GBU16s now, so I select 16s, and you see that changes on the lantern display too, so it says GBU16, GBU12, GBU24, all the different weapons I can have that are valid with the pod. Now of course the pod doesn't know what I've got equipped, it just trusts what I have selected as right, because it can't interface with the plane like I said. It doesn't have a digital stores management system like a Hornet or a Viper or a Strike Eagle. So that is the basics of using the Lantern pod as a RIO in the Tomcat. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Patreon, TikTok and YouTube. 3-1 signing off.